Okay then guys, what's going on? Cloud Plays here and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we're inside of Destiny 2 and there has been an absolute shed ton of controversy. As we all know, the King's Fall raid race has just gone through the works, where we had, by the way, an absolutely tremendous race from that. They did absolutely amazing. All parties who played legitly did very, very well. And what we're watching on screen, on the other hand, is something completely different. We'll get into that in just a second. If you haven't already, though, make sure you're smashing that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on if you want to see more Destiny 2 content and other looter shooter varieties here on the channel. With that being said, let's jump on into it. So this right here was actually somebody who was streaming live on Twitch. Genius decision, I know, but this was actually during a raid race for King's Fall, and as you can see, it doesn't seem too legit. We have a lot of numbers pinging up on side of the boss, and then puts Oryx all the way through to final phase in just one bash. You can see here a load of numbers are just materializing. This is what they call net limiting. Now, net limiting is a little bit of a complex thing, and I am not 100% savvy to it, although right now in the Destiny community, it is being such a massive issue with people like Lucky Tempe, and we've also got people like Sweatcicle who have really been pushing this fold, because this has caused quite a lot of issues for the raid races inside of Destiny 2. Now, how you can resolve this, I actually don't know. I feel like this is a little bit of a cop-out and a bit of a problem, and something that I'm not too sure how they're going to resolve. But as you can see, the damage is just taking it all the way through. The ultimate damage continues and continues and continues, and then it just gets put through to the final phase. Now, the problem that we've got here is that during the raid race, this didn't just happen once. This didn't even just happen with one team. This dude was obviously streaming it, which was evidently a very, very stupid decision, and we're going to go into what he says in just a second, because he's actually put up a very interesting twitlonger with regards to this. He put up earlier on today, I believe, and it's actually quite an interesting read, so we're going to take a look into that. But irrelevant to it, we've actually got a load of other people that are doing these raid races. Now, the people who actually won the raid race for King's Fall this year, they won it completely legit. It's all fair game, fair play to them, and they did a very, very good job. And it was actually quite enjoyable watching different parties at different points. I didn't partake in it myself this time round, as I've been out of the Destiny scene a little while, but who knows, the next one is probably going to be Wrath of the Machine, and we all know that Cloud loves a bit of Wrath of the bloody Machine. Anywho, with that being said, let's dive into what they actually stated on this amazing twitlonger, because for me, this one's an absolute corker of a freaking fold. So we take a look at this thing right here, and he actually says that day one King's Fall drama. In an attempt to make some long justification of our day one King's Fall run, I kept running in circles, contradicting myself, and have come to a realization that I'm just wrong. I deleted all previous posts because I wanted to clarify with this one. You are right, and I am wrong. That's really all you need to read, period. But for those, for what it's worth, for anyone that cares, you can read on. You're really not interested in this big white screen, so we're going to continue reading this, and I am going to leave the link down in the description if you want to check it out. But we're going to watch this guy cheat a little bit more. Anywho, he states into here, the intentions were not to cheat a place on the leaderboard. Honestly, I just wanted to finish what we started. We were at 12 plus hours into the first run, no challenges, still at War Priest, and every single wipe was just tanking people's motivation. The thought process was, so many people have finished that the leaderboards are irrelevant, the race is essentially over, and now we just want to finish the raid and get the F to bed. That being said, retrospect and a large number of angry gamers in my Twitter inbox have made it abundantly clear that I was very wrong. People do care, and this devalues people's achievements, and I understand that now. It's not simply a race for who can finish it first, it's also a race of who can finish it at all, and our team did not finish earn this finish. The general clear farming mentality with net limiting of it's fine because we do it to make it faster, not easier, is what I was thinking. The lost sight of the fact that it is a competition and literally just cheated. I was argumentative at first because I was receiving all the backlash and genuinely did not understand why I was being seen as such a big deal since we placed in such a low level on the leaderboards. I joked about how ridiculous it was that our run was equated with the Ring 1 golden gun clip that placed near 500th. But then now I have thought back on it, how long VOG took me and how challenging it was. And I think I would probably feel a little upset to hear people would... Okay. I understand this, and I understand the thing behind this. We have got a bit of a problem inside of the Destiny 2 community. So when we actually look at how this was sort of taken upon, okay, this guy, obviously, he did make a bit of a mistake with this, and he was not the only one. There were quite a few problems, and I think when you start putting this thing into a retrospect of playing on PC, these things are going to definitely happen, and I think that you'd be absolutely deluded to think that they wouldn't when you allow that to be the case. I think it's just one of those frustrating situations. We make these raid races is a part of a competition thing, and for the longest time it was only on the console, and we didn't really ever have as many issues as we do now. With it being on PC, it's a lot more easy to manipulate. But looking at these comments right here, we've got somebody saying that the guy is pathetic. You are not sorry. My challenge clear feels devalued. I feel like my clear means nothing now. This is terrible. Can't wait to read about your ban and laugh about it. Ain't no way. I feel betrayed. How could you? Insert low tier god here. Not reading that. Get effed. Like, this is an issue, man. Like, he should not have sorted that the way that he sorted that. And I don't think that this is a good balance on how to react to it. I really don't. I think that Bungie do need to make some sort of, like, thing happen. They probably do need to ban the account. And they probably do need to make a bit of an impact. Although, do they need to ban the account? Like, the guy has been publicly scrutinized and posted upon numerous videos, this video included, and it's just one of those things where maybe he's had his tarnish. Like, Bungie just needs to make a statement with regards to the whole situation, because there was a few people, you're pathetic as F. Like, this footage is not okay, and it isn't good for a raid race. But in the same regard, jeez, the one thing the Destiny community is kind of renowned for is just absolutely hammering the living life out of people who make mistakes. And I think that that is something that, as a community, is probably a hell of a lot worse than cheating during the raid race. And you may scrutinize me in the comment section if you wish, and that is absolutely fine. But I think that people are people, human beings are human beings, and there would have been about 100 to 1,000 to 10,000, 15,000 people that could have potentially been cheating throughout that raid race that you know nothing about. And I think that that's just one of those things. This is gaming. That's my opinion. Let me know you guys down in the comment section. This guy needs a slap on the wrist and just be left with his fucking day. He didn't win it. He didn't win absolutely anything from it, and he's been publicly humiliated. The likelihood is he's probably not going to do it again. Anywho, let me know down in the comment section what you guys are thinking. Appreciate your faces, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.